Welcome to the official 7th Cavalry version 3.20 modpack update video. In this video we're going to cover some of the new content you can find in the modpack as well as new features. As the new 7th Cavalry modpack integrates the latest version of ACE, one new feature present is the Advanced Logistical System. This is a module placed in Zeus that enables rearming, repairing, and refueling of vehicles in a more involved and realistic manner. To demonstrate one aspect of the system, I'm going to refuel this M1025 with the fuel truck. So normally you would need to park the Humvee closer to the fuel truck and it would automatically refuel while it is in proximity. Now, with the ACE system, the hose must be physically inserted in the Humvee and fuel regulation can be controlled. The fuel truck also has limited fuel. It can both display how much fuel is remaining in the cistern as well as track how many liters have been fueled. This system works for repair, rearm, and refuel all through the ACE interaction menu. So we'll begin by getting interactions for the fuel truck. Under refuel, we'll check the fuel counter. Now, we're going to take the fuel nozzle from the back of the fuel bowser. The hose is now physically rendered and it only has a definite length. It is not an unlimited length hose. We can now connect the fuel nozzle. The nozzle is now connected and now we can begin fueling. The fuel flow rate, who can fuel, and designation of fuel vehicles can all be done through the module and with Zeus. The same applies for rearm and refuel. You can designate with the module who can repair vehicles, if they can just change the tire, or repair damage on the vehicle, if they will need a toolkit, if it's limited to certain classes, or designate repair vehicles. For rearming, the caliber of the weapon can determine how long and if another vehicle can reload another vehicle. It can also be set on a basic level of just anyone can rearm vehicles, or you can rearm by magazine, by round, the whole vehicle. It's a very in-depth and modular system that can be tailored to your mission. So we've been letting the truck fuel for a few seconds. We're going to now check the fuel counter at the Hammett fueler to see if any fuel is actually flowed into the Humvee. And it has. 89 liters have been fueled. The Humvee was not completely dry when we started, so once we've disconnected the hose, we'll check the Humvee to see if it's actually been fueled. And now we're in the Humvee. We can see that the fuel gauge is now full, whereas the truck was before empty, and the fuel system does work. So that is just one of the new features in the Cav. Another new and exciting feature that's been added by the Cavpack is one made by one of our own members, Warrant Officer Rayner from Alpha Company. It is the HARM display system, which allows advanced CAD capabilities for fixed-wing aircraft. I'm not a competent fighter pilot, so I will just show you the system on the ground, but definitely try it out for yourself because from the videos I've seen from Rayner, it's incredibly effective. The system is activated by a scroll wheel like most things in our, and once it's been launched, it includes both a reference guide on how to operate it quickly and effectively and the actual display. The display shows the positions of enemy anti-aircraft vehicles that can be targeted with HARM missiles. The reference guide shows how to fire and what each of the targets indicate. This is both a new and certainly inventive mod done by one of ours at the Cav that will certainly enhance milsim both at our unit and many others, no doubt. Another new and exciting feature change is the Javelin missile system now functions properly and should no longer give mission makers errors when spawning vehicles with Javelin missiles in them in-game. In addition to the Ace update, the Red Hammer Studios mod was also updated. It includes a great deal of new content and additions, however, in this video we do not have time to cover it all. This is just a small snapshot of what you can find in the new RHS release. To find out more, we've linked in the top right the full RHS 0.4 content review video. In addition to some new content in RHS, there was also a great amount of new static weapons added, including the M119 howitzer. This weapon has also been updated by First Sergeant Tully in the 7th Cav to use the proper coatings artillery system and have proper firing tables so that it can be used in training and operations. In addition to other new content, 2 new pieces of cavalry headgear were added. On the right is the cavalry Stetson, worn obviously by cavalry soldiers, and on the left is the maroon beret, one of the international symbols for airborne soldiers that was adopted first by the British in the Second World War and then by many other countries shortly after. It also features the Cav flash for true 7th Cav authenticity. The final and one of the most important updates is the addition of many new maps through the Community Upgrade Project. These maps are available on the Steam Workshop and will automatically update and do not increase the size of the Cav modpack, although they are still mandatory as they will be used in upcoming training and operations. It includes many maps popular in both Arma 2 and Arma 1. So thank you all for watching this update for version 3.20 of the Cav modpack. If you're having problems using it, check on the official modpack support thread to see if someone can assist you in fixing it. For Cav TV, I'm Second Lieutenant Dammond Richards.